Let's talk about the device market. Let's talk about operating systems. That's where we're going to start. Smartphones and tablets, more than half of all computers aren't computers anymore. So this, my friends, is a computer. How do I know it's a computer? Well, in 2007, the way I knew it was a computer is that it had a chip inside that was x86 compliant. All personal computers had x86 chips in them. It ran software. I don't want to mention their name, but some of you may be familiar with this little logo down here. All of them ran essentially the same operating system. What did I do with computers in 2007? I checked my email. I browsed the web. I did some word processing. I did a few spreadsheets. I did a few presentations like PowerPoint. That was probably 99% of what I did and what most people do on these devices. We did computing, that list of things, on personal computers. In 2008, we did more and more of it on smartphones. In 2009, we did more and more of it on smartphones and netbooks. And in 2010, we did more and more of that on smartphones and tablets and netbooks. And in 2011, we will actually this year buy more smartphones and tablets than we will buy personal computers. It's not a lot. It's about 425 million to about 390. But it's really a tipping point. Now, to be clear, these aren't PCs, right? The chip inside this is not an x86 compatible chip. The software that this runs, the smartphone software that you have, is very, very different from the smartphone on a PC. The chips are smaller. They have 10 million, 20 million gates on them, not 250 million. The software takes up 2 or 3 megabytes, maybe 5 or 6 megabytes as opposed to hundreds of megabytes. These are very, very much different devices with a different ecosystem, at different price points, at different sizes. Now, a couple of cautions, just when I make this prediction about 425 versus 390. The PC is not dead. Anybody thinking that? Think about it again. There's 1.5 billion personal computers lying around all over the place that people use all the time. Next, they're still selling 400 million of them a year. That's a not inconsiderable market. The point I'm trying to get to, though, there's two major ones. One, if it's 425 to 390 this year, what will it be next year? What will it be the year after? What will it be? If you roll it forward to sort of 2014, 2015, you're going to see annual sales of smartphones and tablets of roughly 800 to 1 billion a year, and you're going to see PC sales of 2 to 300 million a year. In other words, because we keep rolling the installed base over, by 2016, 2017, for every PC that people use, there will be 2 smartphones and tablets out there. All of a sudden, we'll go from a world where 97% of the computing tasks occur on PCs, a de facto standard, to one where PCs maybe represent only 30 or 40% of all the computing time. It doesn't go away, but it goes from being essentially the only game in town to just one part of an overall computing ecosystem. The economics of a world where there is no de facto standard is a very different world from one where somebody has 97% market share. I think you understand that, and the implications flow really easily, and we'll get to some of those in the Q&A.